one half of the Wright brothers. Between my brother and I, we are inventors and have created the very first plane that can fly under its own power. This glider is a model of the 1901 glider we created to test how the flight controls work and how to fly ourselves. So what I'm reading now is going to be a passage of how we flew in the 1903 plane. Wilbur, having used his turn in the unsuccessful attempt on the 14th, the right to the first trial now belonged to me. After running the motor a few minutes, it heated up. I released the wire that held the machine to the track, and the machine started forward in the wind. Wilbur ran at the side of the machine, holding the wing to balance it on the track. Unlike the start on the 14th, made in the calm, the machine, facing a 27-mile wind, started very slowly. Wilbur was able to stay with it until it lifted from the track after a 40-foot run. One of the life-saving men snapped the camera for us, taking a picture just as the machine had reached the end of the track and risen to a height of about 2 feet. The slow forward speed of the machine over the ground is clearly shown in the picture by Wilbur's attitude. He stayed along beside the machine without any effort. The course of the flight up and down is exceedingly erratic, partly due to the irregularity of the air, and partly to lack of experience in handling this machine. To control the front rudder was difficult on account of its being balanced too near the center. This gave it a tendency to turn itself when started, so then it turned too far on one side and then too far on the other. As a result, the machine would rise suddenly to about 10 feet, and then just as suddenly dart from the ground. A sudden dart a little over 100 feet from the end of the track, or a little over 120 feet from the point at which it rose in the air, ended the flight. As the velocity of the wind was over 35 feet per second, and the speed of the machine over the ground against this wind 10 feet per second. Flight was equivalent to a flight made of 540 feet in calm air at 45 feet per second. This flight lasted only 12 seconds, but it was nevertheless the first in the history of the world in which a machine carrying a man raised itself by its own power into the air in full flight, had sailed forward without reducing speed, and finally ended up point as high as that when it started. At 20 minutes after 11, Wilbur started on the second flight. The course of this flight was much like that of the first, very much up and down. The speed over the ground was somewhat faster than that of the first, due to the gust of wind. The duration of the flight was less than a second longer than the first. The distance covered was about 75 feet greater. 20 minutes later, the third flight started. This one was steadier than the first one an hour before. I was proceeding along pretty well when a sudden gust of wind from the right lifted the machine up 12 to 15 feet and turned up sideways in an alarming manner. It began a lively sidling to the left. I warped the wings to try to recover the lateral balance, and at the same time pointed the machine down to the ground, to reach the ground as quickly as possible. The lateral control was more effective than I imagined, and before I reached the ground, the right wing was lowered and the left would start first. The time of this flight was 15 seconds, and the distance over the ground was a little over 200 feet.